Okay. So yeah, I'll try to put this last little piece here on the recording session as well. All right. So I think we were at express consent, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it's either verbal, nonverbal, or written communication by a patient who wishes to receive treatment. It said the act of calling for EMS is generally considered as an expression of the desire for retrieval of treatment. So if someone called, right, this is a form that they want some sort of service, right?
Right.
Yeah. And so you must obtain consent for each treatment provided. So a lot of times what I see in the field, people just grab people's arm and start taking their blood pressure, right? Well, you still have to
Okay.
get consent for that. Either they,
So so in the field, so we just ask them, or do we, like, if they're able to respond, we ask them, is that all right if I get your blood pressure?
you can say that, or either you say, Miss So and So, I'm about to take your blood pressure. Is that fine with you? You know,
Okay.
or you don't have to say it at all. You can say, can you give me your arm for me to take your blood pressure? And if they give you their arm, that's a form of express consent.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Or
Okay.
or the other thing that it will be just like the phone call. If you grab their arm, right? If you grab their arm
Uh-huh.
and they see you getting ready to do their blood pressure, if they don't pull back away from you, it's implied, or excuse me, it's an expression of saying that it's okay for you to take my blood pressure.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Let's see. Implied consent. I think you guys got the gist of it, but just for the sake of the video, I'll let me see. Let me save this video here in my meeting. This is Zoom. I guess I can save it in here. This was the previous video, guys. Let's see. Well, I want to save it in downloads. Make a new folder. Let me just make a new folder. That way I can say Zoom meeting.
You should,
Record
the ones
recording.
who join, you should give us extra credit.
Excuse me, Mrs. Davis.
The ones who join should give extra credit.
We'll definitely discuss that. I don't see a problem with getting a couple of points here and there. I'll talk it over with Mr. Davis. As a matter of fact, I'm sure he probably will agree with that. So let's see. It says this designated folder is a subfolder for
Oh,
secure source.
period.
Okay. All right. So I saved that document. All right.
Miss Dow.
Yes,
Period.
I'm here. I had to log on my phone.
Okay.
Okay.
No problem. No problem. All right. So I think you guys
Okay,
got a
because
good
I'm about to go.
understanding. Okay. So I think you guys, we're about done anyway. So I think you guys got a good understanding on implied consent, but I'll read it again just for the sake of the video. Consent of obviously implied consent for treatment that is presumed for a patient who is mentally, physically, or emotionally unable to give consent. All right. It is assumed that a patient would want life-saving treatment if able to give consent. Also
Right.
called emergency doctrine involuntary consent. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So we discussed all those things about that. So you guys are pretty good with that. Lastly, but not least, minors says are usually obviously a person of years under 18. Consent must be obtained from the parent or a legal guardian. Okay. Mentally incompetent. Okay. If they're mentally incompetent, consent must be obtained from a legal guardian. For minors and mentally incompetent adults, if a parent or legal guardian cannot be found, treatment may be rendered under the doctrine of implied consent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right. Because
All
they want to
right.
save a life.
That's right. And
Right.
then the last two, emancipated minors, which we talked about. It's a person under the years of 18 years of age who is either married, pregnant, they are a parent themselves. In other words, they've already had the child, a member of the armed forces, because we do have members that are under 18 that's in the military, and I think you could be
Right.
17 at least to be in the military.
Yeah, I think it's 17, right?
Yeah. Financially independent, living away from home. So that means they take care of themselves. Emancipated minors may give informed consent. Okay.
Right. Mm-hmm.
They may give it. And then it says withdrawal of consent. A patient may withdraw consent for treatment at any time, but it must be an informed refusal of treatment. So in other words,
Oh,
this is where
they gotta
you
write it down.
this is where you would have the patient sign a
Yeah.
refusal. Okay.
That's in the middle of you caring for them.
Right. If they mess around while you're caring for, say, hey, you know what? I don't want I don't want any more service. I'm done. I'm good. And you like, well, sir,
Sign this.
right. Yeah. Now, obviously, what do you do first before you just all right off the rip have them sign it? What do you do
You
first?
tell them, I don't recommend that.
Okay.
You persuade them.
You persuade them. They do that to me every time, and I'm like, I'm leaving.
Right. You tell them all the things that could happen if they don't do this.
Right.
Okay. And so at that particular point, obviously, if they still want to sign it, you get a witness, have the witness to sign it if there's a witness available, right? And you have them to sign it, and then after that, you let them go.
But what if they don't want to sign it?
Well, then you put that in your report as well. Patient refused to sign refusal.
Because I've done that before.
Done what?
I was at the hospital off Cleveland. Before and they've tried to put an IV in me when I was pregnant. I was in there for 3 hours, and they was like, "Well, you got to sign this," and I was like, "I ain't signing nothing."
Yeah. You was being city slick. That's all.
I thought they were trying to charge my insurance company anyway. They didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
But I get that though. I get and I just walked up out of there. But
yeah, it's your right to. It's your right to.
Right.
But like I said, if there was something that would have caused the damage and you needed to have it, then they would have just had it in their report. Patient refused to sign refusal. All right. And then if you would have died for some reason, if after they hadn't tried to tell you why you need it, then it would have been on you. They wouldn't have been able, the family would have been able to sue the hospital for that.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So that's what it's all about.
To cover their tracks.
Yeah, basically. All right.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it for today, guys.
Okay, cool.
I hope you all got something from what we just covered.
I did.
Okay, good. And this is what they'll be. They'll be short and sweet, but they'll be thought-provoking, and it'll give you a listen. Now you have a little bit more under your belt just from that little short time frame.
That's true. I do.
Okay.
Thank you.
You guys are so welcome. No problem at all. Don't forget now, you guys still have that number that I put on the board the first day of class?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So if you have any questions about anything, and if I'm available, just shoot me a text. Let me know which one it is, because on that particular text app, I don't have the name saved. You have to say, "Hey, Ms. Counsel, this is so and so and so. I had a question about something that I was reading." And if I'm available, if I'm not doing nothing or sleep or whatever, I'll respond to it. Usually when I get up, if I look at my phone and see I have a message over there, I'll respond to it as well. So, okay, use your resources. All right.
All right. Yes, sir.
All right. So look forward to seeing you guys on Monday. You guys have a great day. Be safe, and we will see you sharp Monday morning.
Okay. Yes. I'll see y'all Monday. Y'all have a great weekend.
All right. You do the same.
Be safe.
All
Thank
right.
you. Be safe.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.